name is Jess M, DeVitt, and I am one of the coordinators that helped with the curation of the space. I wanted to speak a little bit about the intentions when it came to setting up what the space was going to be about and how we were going to showcase the beautiful art that you can see here. Thinking about death and the cycles of death as embedded into life was something that was very incorporated in every single art piece that was offered in this exhibition. And for me, it was a reminder of what it means to connect to the earth around us, to the resources around us, and to the communities around us. As treaty people, we are on the unceded territories of the Haudenosaunee, the Anishinaabe, the Seneca, the Huron-Wendat, and the Mississaugas. This means that we have a commitment that binds us to protecting and caring for the land under the Dish with One Spoon covenant. I find that in exploring the resources around us organically and naturally, as all of these artists have done today, it shows us that there's this connection and need for regeneration, for wanting regeneration within our art practices, within ourselves, and within our communities. La Cosecha, Harvesting Bones, is a reminder of that. To unpack notions of femininity, or the idea of femininity, and the themes that are spoken across our collaborative ofrenda and across the exhibition, is necessary to think about it as something that intersects with racism, with classism. And this is something that connects us back to what we're trying to create collaboratively as we're thinking about the themes and connecting back to nature. Right behind me, there is an ofrenda that was installed by the collective. This ofrenda has the intention to speak into as an offering to these ideas, and also as a place to reconnect with the materials that are around us and see from them how, through death and life, the cycles are continuous. To talk about gender-based violence, there's a need to understand it as something that is very layered and complex and within different intersections of perceived identities. These issues arise because of white supremacist, colonial, patriarchal, and heteronormative institutions that, through colonization, continue to perpetuate this harm. For us, as either as settlers to this land or as indigenous people to this land, for me as a settler to this land, it's a recognition that the colonial violence of femicide exists here in recognition and awareness of the missing and murdered indigenous woman, which is why we decided there was an intention to make homage to Jamie Black's Red Dress project with a red dress within our installation as well. It is important to understand that notions of femininity exist outside of the binary that is already imposed within these institutions as well. And for us, it was a place where we could bring these conversations, for me to also understand it and see it as it's being revisited and thought out through the art of every artist in this exhibition and the installation in the collective, as well as the communal group efforts of the Dia de los Muertos collective.
We come from La Tierra, from clay, from nature. My name is Mariana Bolaños. I was born in Mexico City and I'm a ceramic sculptor. The feeling of el barro in your hands, the smell of mud. When you work with el barro, there is something very intimate about it. Your whole body is engaged in this moment of connection with the earth. For that period of time, nature is allowing you to transform it into what you want. But at the same time, it keeps its rules, its times. Making ceramics becomes a relationship with La Tierra that goes back and forth. The piece I'm presenting in this exhibition is called La Madre que Espera, Waiting Mother. Waiting for her missing daughters, she's surrounded by bones. She's a guardian looking up to the sky. There is texture on her skin, marks of energy flowing through her body. She's waiting, but she's not passive. Her voluptuous body is full of life and fertility. Women's endurance, like ceramic, is strong and permanent, and yet still novel like nature. The many missing and murdered women in Canada and Mexico leave waiting mothers. This piece honors their search of justice.
Hello, my name is Morris and I'm a sculpture artist. I'm showing work today at the Day of the Dead exhibition here at Witchwood Barn. I primarily work in bronze casting, and I was first introduced to this show 2 years ago when I showed work, and it was an inspiration that helped guide my practice, and coming back here is an absolute honor to be showing work again. My practice is often working with the human form and the consideration of life and death, fragility. With this work, it's called a spinophone, so it's a combination of a gramophone horn, which is an antique object that is an old way of playing music. It's a way of playing records and winding it up in a slow way to enjoy. Storytelling is the way I think about it. On the exterior of the horn, there's a human spine, and it brings it to this place of thinking about how we communicate with each other and pass down stories. And on the interior, it's a high polished gramophone horn. So the high polish of the horn is a reference to music and song and storytelling, much like a gramophone horn that takes time to wind up so that we can hear that record playing. I think about this work differently now than when I actually first made it a year ago. Having lost my dad, I find that there is a sense of family and community when we sit down and we talk about the vibrant stories of the people we've lost, and it only made sense for this work to be here.
Hello, I am Cesar Correa Cordova. I am painter, sculptor, and musician. And I am from Mexico City, but I am living here in Canada. I am sharing for this exhibition a piece called Tecolote. And well, it's a representation or a recreation of kind of a owl, which is in many different cultures is a symbol of death and darkness or night. I made this owl with dry plants like leaves, seeds, different fruit peels and vegetable peels, paper and wire, pine pitch and sap. And well, the idea is use like organic and dry material from the forest, from the organic waste, from parks, from everywhere. I started this technique 18 years ago, and the idea is to make this kind of taxidermy with organic materials and recycled materials. It's a kind of metaphor of the death of the nature and trying to bring alive again.
Hi, my name is Tania Iraheta. I'm a visual artist and an art instructor for Pinceles Latinos Art Studio. I'm going to talk about my painting. My painting is inspired by my love of nature and my connection that I have with it. My painting is called Tue Domo. In Mapuche language is Mujer de la Tierra, or Women of the Land. The way that I want to show my love to earth in this painting is that I use all natural materials. I use a wood panel, I use seeds and the imprints of plants, of my plants from my own garden, on handmade paper and ink, and also I use flowers flowers and leaves and of course beeswax. That you can smell it when you come close to the painting. The way that I thought about this painting is about my connection also with the indigenous people of Chile, and It has some symbols that I use in each corner. I have the symbols for the seasons, and also I have the symbols for the cardinal points. And I use the tree as the symbol of, not the symbol, but it's an image that is used a lot in the cosmovision of the Latin American indigenous people, where the tree symbolizes the passage to another world when you die. So for the Mapuche peoples, the canelo, which is a sacred tree, and for the Mayas, which is the tree of life. I also use the image of the woman with the duality of life and death. So one side is the life and the other one is the death. And the whole painting is a homage that I wanted to give to Mother Earth, which have given me so much. And I do a lot of gardening, so I'm connected to it in my gardening, and that's why I show the seasons, because my garden shows me through every season the miracle of life and how we are connected to it.
Hi, my name is Ana Raquel. I'm a visual artist. I'm from El Salvador, and the series that I am showing, La Cosecha, Harvesting Bones, it's a series that started over 15 years ago, even before I was aware that I was going to become a mother myself. And I think the series has gone through a lot of phases, a lot of transformations to get to what it means to me right now as a whole series. It was named differently in the past. But ever since I became a mother myself, it sort of gained a different meaning. And I think now what it represents to me is a representation of what a woman's body should be regarded as in this society. Now I think it is more than just a homage to this vessel, but I think that being a mother has taught me that it is a political act to leave this sort of footprint in the world, in the children that you raise. So the vessel goes beyond the body. The vessel represents, it could be the struggle that us as women have had throughout centuries. It represents a body that has been violated, sometimes even conquered, objectified. Now I think it has all this more profound meaning to me. And that is what I wanted to show, this vessel of life, the carrier of life and its cycles, and what being the role of motherhood in this society.